to introduce Chairman of our Architectural Committee, Will Alisse, as well as Brian Gemmel, both long-term residents of the village. Will has been a professional architect for decades, and Brian has been a professional engineer for an equal amount of time. Brian's expertise is actually in value engineering, and the difference between an architect and a building is Brian. He's the one that translates those plans into actual use. And so we have both the theoretical, conceptual, and the practical here. We'll take you through the plans and then help you with any questions you may have.
Thank you, Frank. My voice doesn't carry very much, so don't hesitate in telling me to go. There's a saying that says that an architect is a bloke who knows very little. He knows a lot about very little. Sorry, an engineer isn't, I blew this. An architect knows very little about a lot, and an engineer knows a lot about very little. And this is actually very true in terms of our profession. And I think the combination of Brian as a mechanical engineer and myself as an architect has produced a formidable plan. Very quickly, my background, I've had an international career in architecture that's taken me from Japan to Madrid to London. And each time we always came back to Garden City where we bought our starter home. And I've raised 4 children here, and I feel very much that I'm a resident of this village, and I'm hopeful that we'll do the right thing. St. Paul's, in the same year I bought my house here, became up for grabs. And it's remarkable that for 30 years it's been up for grabs. So we're hoping that this effort, this time, will produce some results. We've done a floor plan, as you can see, and we'll be taking you through the floor plans. The thing I want to emphasize is that every effort has been made to capture the demographic needs of the village, but this is a concept. As Frank alluded to, we've been very much influenced by your input, and we continue to be. Case in point, we had a senior center that was formally shown in our plans. We've since taken it out after hearing input that there's no need for a senior center. Whether that will be the final answer or not remains to be told. But right now you won't see the senior center in these plans. This is the latest iteration. We keep reviewing and changing and revising the plans. That's likely to continue. The other thing I wanted to stress, if you look at the floor plans, they're color-coded. So I'll take you through that. That's just for functionality. But very important, every wall that you see there that's black is existing to remain. Every wall that's red is new construction. And if you have good eyesight, you'll see dotted in lines. That's demolition. So this isn't a final plan, but this is a concept. The other thing that was very important in developing these floor plans was Peter's input from the point of view of the legalities. We have certain limitations as to what can go in as far as functionality, and that impacted our choices. So I'd like to introduce Brian Gemmel, and Brian's our engineer, and Brian, why don't you come here and take over.